All right, hello and welcome one, welcome all. Slight change of schedule. I apologize for the change. Little scheduling conflict. It happens. Death in Unison will happen at another date. It should be fine. But Allie, if you're still here, thank you. Good luck with your job. That can be very hard. All right. Flare, Plague, Chili Oil. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right. What we are going to do today is... I'm skipping because I have to grind on the game. I shall not disclose the name of... Okay, Chili Oil. That's perfectly fine. Not a problem. We're just going to go. Because... I mean, you know... I need to. Random, welcome in. How's it going, Random? Welcome, everybody. Oh yeah, I have to read these, don't I? You're skipping the event? Or you're skipping the... I'm confused, Chili. Don't skip cool things for me. You don't need to do that. Where? TB. Welcome to the bus, and oh, we are... And Odachi. Ah! The Blade Lineage woman sprang from her prone position, grabbing the sword next to her. She held the grip of her blade, ready to draw it at any moment. Also, LOL at a dialogue for the canto for something called, same as the C one. Okay. Oh. Okay. Full Blade Lineage team is pretty powerful, truly in English as a second language moment. That's me. She drew her blade ready to drop. Books, I'm confused, Random. Stream Elements bot, thank you for showing up 6 minutes into stream. Very cool, Stream Elements bot. Thank you so much. Another Ruina character? Well, I'm glad we found another Ruina character. Identify yourselves. Are you with the Kurokumo clan? No. So, via... Only one, that is? Okay, right. Then why does that woman wield an Odachi? She will not listen. We should kill her. Oh, he's... Why are you throwing... What did I've been live for 6 minutes and you're throwing frying pans at me already? Random. We're gonna have a talk. I'm gonna take away your pan privileges if you keep this up. Ryoshu. She pisses me off for 2 reasons. Rain World? Yeah, I heard people wanted me to play that. I've seen it played. Ouch. I've seen people play it. It doesn't seem like it would be a game I'd enjoy. It's only been 6 minutes into stream and you throw pans at J-Rank. I know, Flare. Isn't Random so mean? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if Random is mean. I'm gonna do the YouTuber thing right now because, you know, it's funny. I know. Well, it has a good story OST in my opinion. Ah. Or it's a good OST in my... Got it. 1, she refused to listen, making this conversation longer than it needed to be. 2, she dared to compare their scrap metal to my blade. Oh, Rio, she's mad, everybody. Is there any reason for me not to proceed with OFF clock? Yeah, there is. She can't tell us anything if she's dead. Ryoshu often shows bursts of emotion in the most unexpected times. but at least she listened when I asked her to, which is a relief. I suppose your blade is not exactly like theirs. Your uniform is clearly different. And you, who might you be? You certainly wear a rather loud timepiece. Are you unable to communicate otherwise? They are our manager. Their vocalizations will not reach your ears. Rainworld does have a story, but it's a bit spread out. It seemed like a... Rainworld seemed like a... It didn't seem like the kind of game I would enjoy. Maybe if it's on sale, I'll pick it up and give it a shot, but Rainworld did not appeal to me when I watched some people play it. So I don't know if I'll ever get around to playing Rainworld, unfortunately. But... I recognize that scent your voice carries. It's familiar. Even in the districts that I have resided in, have I not met fellows who speak as I do. Speak as you do indeed. Yet I sense familiarity in your choice of verbiage. Verbiage? Verbiage? I don't know how to pronounce that. You must be from District 19 S-Corp, are you? Verbiage, yes. You're suffering from DT abs. Aren't we all, Darbus? All of us suffer in the absence of DT. Yeah, it's verbiage. That's what I'm going to go with. It's your choice to pick it up. Thank you, Random. I appreciate that. Though I have fled, that is where I hail from. I see. So you have also left your home behind. Oh my god. The music? Oh. The anime thing. Are you sure on the DT part that we suffer from the absence? Yes, everyone suffers from the absence of DT. At least we have we always have Lily. Lily is always with us in spirit, Darbus. My compatriots often share the same fate as we do. Yes, Random, of course I'm sure. Perhaps meeting someone from the same home district helped. The woman visibly relaxed before slumping down on a nearby chair. Her breathing was labored. My name is Yi Sang. I have operated on the wounds you have suffered. Ah, so I have acted with such brutishness despite your kindness. Please, accept my apology. Oh, this is going to be great. Call me Engdu? Engdu? I don't know how to pronounce that at all. I'm going to butcher that so hard. Just turn that into... I am from Salsu, from the lineage that deals in blades. That's a really long way of saying blade lineage. But that is their lineage. Dante. Maybe we can leave the talking to Yi Sang this time. Ondu. Welcome in, Had. There's no way my American tongue is going to be able to pronounce that, Darbus, so, but thank you. Looks like we can sit back and let him handle this. I nodded, replying quickly to Riadna's whisper. If you are from District 19 S-Corp territory, then you must be aware of who we are. I am somewhat aware, though I am far from acquainted with tales from the streets. Well, Angdu. That's what her name is. It's Angdu. You've made an alt. There you go, Hod. I think I'll be able to get all of the miracle in District 20. Oh, well, there you go. From the street. Oh, from the streets. Yeah, okay, I'll say it like that from now on, Darbus. Every time somebody says their name, it'll be, I have heard that the blade lineage Angdu is bound to know master, no land, where yet whence do you flee? Perfection? I strive for perfection every day, Darbus. It is a tale far too long to be shared in full. All I may divulge is that we had no choice but to seek a territory for us to thrive in. Perhaps there is aught that we could do to assist, should you deign to impart us the particulars of your pursuers. I would get everything if those stupid gnomes didn't have an announcer. Oh my god, Hod is freaking out. Ellipses in heavy Texas accent. Angdeu shot a sweeping glance at all of us. Her eyes appeared heavy with crushing exhaustion. If you and your fellows were skilled enough to defeat this group of foes, then all of you must be quite capable. Kurakumo clan has put a bounty on our heads. Our mentor, my fellows, all of us. Hold on. This ain't just any other strife, eh? That sounds more personal than your usual turf war. As it has always been, District 19 is fraught with corruption and disturbance to the lives of the public. There is very little that us men and women of the Blade, who seek naught else but to train and walk the path of martial arts, can do to change the wing, known as... I'm not even going to try. Or S-Corp. I'm not going to try. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to give you guys that clip material. That won't be a thing. It won't happen. Not here, not ever. As this old saying goes, what other choice does a monk who abhors his temple have but to leave it behind? Thus we have departed from our homes. So the people of S-Corp suffer still. We have departed in search of a new home, yet it was no easy journey. Most territories have already been made home by others. In order for us to settle, conflict was unavoidable. In the midst of those conflicts, I have the memory of our mentor bringing us an invitation. An invitation to enter a library of sorts. Oh my god, is it the Library of Ruina? Ellipses in Psychopath. Virgilius, who had been sitting quietly with one leg over the other on a chair far from the rest of us, visibly reacted. I think I remember that the word library always gets a genuine reaction out of Virgilius. Just to say for short, yes, awesome. God, I'm getting so into the lore here, guys. I know things now. I know things. You have the memory. Quite an odd way to phrase your own recollection. We arrived at the library, hoping to escape the Kurakumo clan's clutches. When your flesh has bones, God, I hope my flesh has bones. Why is my model like freaking out today? Like, why is it's like genuinely not like working well? I look over and it's like just freaking out. They need to be claimed. Listen, leave my bones alone. They're mine. My bones. It was random. Random threw a frying pan at me and broke my model. That's what it was. The model is I know. The model wants to be the real Jay, not the facsimile. Why do I have... No, like my CPU, my GPU are nowhere near maxed out. Why is this a problem? Thanks, Random. Maybe a frying pan will fix it. You've heard of boneless chicken. Now I present to you... well, fine, Flare, just delete it. Jay's model is trying to take control. Sim Sudin, Bones claim today, Jay. It's me. Oh, Blind, welcome in. Lemon Boy, perhaps. Lemon Boy is a good one. Thanks for the frying pan. Okay, let me sit up straight and like actually have posture, and then like maybe that'll help. We'll see if that helps at all. We can't throw pans and we can't. Not yet. I'm working on it. Hydrate. I'll hydrate random. Posture check. I just did that, so it's good. Thank you, random. Having posture in the... I know. I'm just a role model for everyone. I will stretch. Thank you. That's so racist towards the YouTube chatters. You know what? I am. I'll stretch again. Okay. Not yet. Keyword. Yes, I'm actually like working on it. I'm trying to get it figured out. I've talked to some people about it, but it's not an easy thing to figure out because the program I use doesn't have a direct connection to YouTube. And then you got to find a way to have a point system. There's a whole thing about it. I have like thought about trying to figure out a way to do it, and I just haven't got there yet. So it is something that I am like, I wouldn't say I'm actively working on, but every so often, okay, random, I'll continue the story. Jeez. It is something I am passively working on. But all we had done was lead ourselves into another field of battle. We were handily defeated. Then, all of a sudden, we found ourselves stranded in the back streets of T-Corp. Upon our waking, the bizarreness of such an experience can only be described as an expression, by an expression just as odd. What if I log on Twitch and throw 3 pans? You can do that, blind. Jay getting distracted by chat? Yeah, it's never happened before. Please, for the YouTube chat. Mentor Bamboo headed Kim. Distraction. Butter. Is that the block of butter? It is butter. Me and Butter are going to be playing GTFO tomorrow. Oh my god, Blind did it. Also, mentors from Ruina, I believe. One. Oh my god, I got 2 more pans incoming. How's it going, Butter? You having a good one? And we're going to win too. Yeah, we are definitely going to win GTFO. It's definitely going to happen. The one, the only, the slippery, and the greasy Butter. I wouldn't know if I'd call Butter greasy, but he is definitely the one and the only. Thank you for the pans, Blind. I appreciate it. That's the only one from... Okay. I'm good. I'm doing well, Butter. I'm doing pretty good. We got you, Death, and Haas are planning on playing GTFO. We'll have a whole squad. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right. Yes, Mentor Bamboo-headed Kim. Her eyes suddenly widened mid-sentence. Angdeu leaped from her seat. I'm excited too, Butter. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. We can finally split up into teams of 2 and probably take things out, like, actually well. Which would be really nice. I'm going to launch the game right now. I'm so ready. Good, Butter. I'm glad you're ready. I believe that our mentor remains there still. We must make haste to Yongjin building. Be not so hasty. Such wild movements may tear the wounds that I have. Butter is basically Batman. Yes, if you give Butter prep time, nothing can stop him. Thank you, Blind. Everyone thank Blind for throwing pans at me, because apparently you guys like abusing me. So, you know, there's that. Oh, what the heck? She did? I've killed gods with less prep time. I believe it. Not gonna lie, I'm tired. I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Thank you, Lemon. Have a good one. Thank you for swinging through and saying hi. See you, Lemon. It is no surprise that a sudden rise in blood pressure in lieu of blood supply would cause one to faint. She has merely lost her consciousness. Whew. You were right, manager. She did have some useful intel for us. Just to warn you about Ruina, there will be some slight vertical difficulty spikes in Ruina. I'm okay with that. There's been some almost vertical difficulty spikes in this game. She did have some useful intel for us. Yongjin building. I suppose we have some business there then. Maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't know what this has to do with our mission, if any. The trick is you give them high cholesterol. Not even gods can stop the high cholesterol. I just hit my mic. If any. Not even gods can. That blood pressure will get you every time, man. Every time. Is the mic okay? I don't know. Are you alright, Mike? I have a friend named Mike, that was kind of, never mind. I'm gonna move on from that. We're gonna move on. Or maybe it's that library that we should. DT's not here. This is the moment. I'm not gonna read this, guys. This is DT's line. She's not here. I'm sad now. I'm sad. So-called difficulty spikes magical girl when I show her big gun office. There you go. Is that mic okay? It might be. I'm not gonna read this. This is for DT. You're gonna have to just imagine that DT is here reading this to us in her dulcet tones. You're just gonna have to read it yourself. I cannot fill her shoes. I can't do it. I'm not gonna try. Sammy! Thank you so much for swinging through, Sammy, and hanging out. I appreciate it. Get your homework done, Sammy. It's way more important than the stream. Way more important. Toot toot. I might get no grind mod, to be honest. Well, there you go. I'm protecting Mephi as Karen wishes. Executive manager. They appear to be Kurokumo clan's reinforcements. Well, what can we do? We'll have to think about this later. For now, let's take care of the reinforcements. All right, we're gonna take care of the reinforcements. That's what we're gonna do. 2 to 1. One wave? Yeah, sure. Mount up! Heathcliff. Nah, I'm grinding Runa. Imagine not doing the hard work. I'm a streamer random. If I wanted to do hard work, I wouldn't be doing this. Dude, none of us can roll heads in this game. My YouTube might be broken. Well, you can watch on Twitch, Blind. That's why I have both, but you could try refreshing the tab on the YouTubes. That generally does it. Twitch better because we get pans. Well, Blind does both, so random. So you know, there's both there. How are the bones? Cthulhu, welcome in. How are the bones? The bones are, well, I haven't claimed them yet, but we're getting there. They will be claimed. Don't worry about it. I stopped using Mel because she's just basically stuck at 20 in the regular fight. That's kind of true. Sure. Slash will be useful in this chapter, just saying, not as I'm giving a recommendation for teams, just saying. A slash? Okay. I will remember that. Golden Bow be damned. We will visit the library and I'll get to kiss Angela on the cheek. Oh my god. Blind is gonna get a kiss. Also syncing for Canto 6. What I've been trying to say the past few minutes. Ah, I see. I'm technically using Pierce right now because I think I'm using my Poise team. But it is what it is. Why is my model... Why would I look over at chat? Does my model look like I'm like staring at the ceiling? I'm trying to fix that. That's not bad. Thank you, Marcel. I appreciate that. The uninvited. Let's continue with the uninvited then. Also make sure to get Blade ID soon. I have one. I know I have Yi Sang's Blade ID. Because chat is at the ceiling, of course. That's right, you guys are so far above me. Chat, do you think Jay will get rules of the back? Will get rules? I hope. I only follow my rules. That's not enough, random? Well, I can't just shard every ID. We lurk. You guys do just lurk above me. That is just how it be. He's getting rules of the... I'm getting rules of the backstreet. It's happening. Jay will have his bones claimed. I probably will. I'll probably have them clammed too. Blade lineage Yi Sang is pretty powerful when ramped fully up type 4. Nice. We are in your corn. My corn doesn't exist. It's winter time. Also, win rate is useless in non-focused encounters. It's just the fast mode button. When will he learn about Lovetown? When you guys start telling me about Lovetown, that's when I'll learn, random. You guys don't want to tell me, and then you're like, you make fun of me for not knowing. I don't think that's quite fair. We will not tell you about it. That's... I know, but Random is making fun of me for not knowing. Lovetown is where Jay finds his soul. I need to go there now, then. I love Ishmael and Angela so much. I want to kiss them on the cheek. Cat, can I get an amen for a kiss? Amen, blind. I'm like 2 receptions are away from, and I don't want to hear crap about it. Alright, guys, don't talk about Lovetown. Hod does not want to hear about Lovetown at all, so we cannot mention Lovetown. If you guys mention Lovetown, Hod's going to be mad because Hod does not want to hear about Lovetown. So don't talk about Lovetown. Don't even say Lovetown. Don't mention Lovetown. The name Lovetown should not be said because Hod will not like to hear about Lovetown. Lovetown. What was that about Lovetown, random? Nah, I'd win. I love the town we live in. I love the town we live in too, blind. You said W Corp? It read like Lovetown. So much Lovetown. There's so much love in this town, guys. Just so much. We returned to the bus after dispatching the Kurokumo clan members that attacked the bus. Ellipses in a person I don't know. What are you doing here? Guys, I need an adult. Only to be greeted by an unfamiliar face. There was a woman standing in the foremost seat of our bus. Is her name clear? Interesting. Guide? I believe that we've both made it quite clear that no guests are to be aboard the bus without prior consultation. That discussion was not even an hour ago, in fact. You... Cayman? Car? Her? I'm an adult, allegedly. That's just how it is for everyone anymore, Darvis. Allegedly. Yes. We did. No outsiders, to be exact. Isn't it clear as day as to who she is? I noticed that she was wearing a familiar uniform with the logo clear emblazoned on her chest. Are you from the LCCB? LCCA, the after team, manager clock. Do you love this? I love the city I live in, Flair. One bonk for the YouTube gang. I don't know. Okay, sure, I'll wait. Thank you. Thank you, Blind. I appreciate it. Kaiman is just Carmen with a weird accent. Ah, got it. Yes, I am manager clock. Right. I could see that she was wearing a red emblem on her shoulder. Huh? Wait. Can she hear what you're saying? No. Don't have any talent in TikTok interpretation either, but it was pretty easy to tell with that blank, stupid look they were giving me. Thanks. Don't you even have the common decency to mince your TikTok is banned? Actually, it's back. That was a fun few hours. You know, I thought for a few hours our culture was going to get better. And then no, it wasn't. I'm saving up Don and Gregor shards for their Season 5 bleed IDs. Well, there you go, Flair. That's a good thing to save up for. It should stay banned. Joke. You know, I don't really care. I never use TikTok. Like, I literally, I think I watched like 5 TikToks in my life. So it had zero effect on me. You miss Sod? You never used it, random? Based. Ishmael scowled, about to tell the woman off, until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she suddenly recalled her old attitude. I'm team leader, Kaiman. Limbus Company Clearance After Team, Normal Operations Unit 2. I don't think I've ever seen anyone from the After Team in person. Then save up for Pequod Heathcliff for Blois Bleed Poise Team. I have Pequod Heathcliff. Cthulhu's never used TikTok either. Based. I actually like any of those apps, like Vine, Instagram had something like that, Reels, TikTok. I never used any of those. I never really found the whole like short form video to be appealing. And I rarely watch YouTube shorts. I maybe watch like 1 or 2 a week. So it's not something I use. I just don't use it. Like all the shorts I've watched have just been like bad. I'm doomed. I have a short attention span. Well, Blind, the only way to conquer that is to work on it. Find things that you enjoy and watch longer videos on them. Plus, Blind, you seem to hang out in here for quite a while. I don't think you have a short attention span. Nah, I'd 3-hour mirror attention. Well, see that takes a lot of attention. That's not a short attention span. Random reads books. I read books too. Books are great. Anyways, before somebody tells me to continue the story. Of course not. All that them blokes do is sweeping in to pick up the spoils after we've done all the hard work. Let me set some things straight. Backstreet mutt. What? I was doing it, Darbus. The after team is charged with cleaning up the mess you ungrateful wastes of lives leave behind. Sweeping in to pick up the spoils? No. We do the very difficult work of sweeping up your stinking shit under the rug. Don't continue the story, Jay. I'm going to continue the story. Actually, yeah, I can read manhwas for a whole day if I'm interested in it. Kaiman, that is uncalled. I know, it's so uncalled for. Waste of lives? Is that how you guys see us? Oh, that's not all. Waste of lives, bumper cars, the most expensive bus in the world, meat shields, maniacs with more luck than they deserve, and then some. Doesn't seem like the most relevant conversation topic now, though. Cayman is just a nagging Asian wife. Darbus said that, not me. Don't cancel me on Twitter. I don't want to be canceled on Twitter. She's so mean. I love her. Well, I'm glad you love her, Blind. Don't get me canceled, Darbus. You better change your tone now. I will hydrate, Blind. Thank you. If you give me a reason to, then I will. Unfortunately, it is my personal philosophy to be stubbornly set in my ways until I'm given good reason to change. Yeah, I saw that, Flare. It was me. Don't worry. Toss the blame. Yeah, everybody blame Darbus. Just everything that happens here, blame Darbus. Leave me out of it. Sure, it's your job to collect the golden boughs no matter what, but I'm having a lot of trouble scrounging up even an ounce of respect for a group of half-wit idiots who don't give a damn about the people who have to clean up after them. That's enough, team leader Kaiman. The fault lies with you, Darbus. That's there. Here, we'll get that. There, we'll get that put up there just so that everybody knows. We'll get that put where it belongs. What if Cayman died in Canto 8? Well, I don't really know. Cayman. I don't know which it is. Cayman or Cayman. But we'll just swap in between them so that everybody's happy. Darbus being a goober, that happens. Very well. I wasn't sent here to reprimand them. I'm here to relay the orders from the head office. Kaiman/Cayman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled out a paper from within. She began to read it out loud. LCB. Additional mission assignments prior to T-Corp Golden Bough Retrieval Operation. 1. Eliminate and/or secure the distortion in the area. 2. Recover the monolith, an artifact in the shape of a black stele? Steel? I don't know how to pronounce that either. I will look it up. I wish to be correct. It is pronounced steel. That's kind of... I didn't think that that'd be pronounced steel, but okay. Shape of a black steel from the same site. I'm at the top of scratch for YouTube. You are up there, Flare. I aided the monolith. Hot aided it. Flare is so famous. A monolith? What's this now? Distortion? Are you saying that they've already distorted? I don't know. Limbus Company clearance is not part of this extra Limbus Company clearance is not part of this extra operation. I was merely ordered to relay this information to you as I happen to be taking care of some other job at T-Corp. I believe that our one and only mission was to recover the golden boughs. Since when did it become our job to play errand boy fixers? Hod, stop eating things you've had too many. Yeah, Hod, one monolith should at least satisfy you for like a week. Like, you should be okay. I'm pretty sure monoliths have like 10,000 calories, so I think you're good, Hod. Since now. Besides, I don't see what the difference is between an average errand boy and your team. All you ever do is pick up and deliver the golden boughs, no? We've delivered them? I thought we were just like storing them in the bus. Like, I didn't know we delivered them anyplace. Oops. Alright. I guess the EFTA team is full of grouches like you, huh? Ryodna grumbled like she was imagining a department full of Caimans. Cayman quietly took a sweeping look at the complaining sinners, then approached me. Manager clock. She had an entire whale dream. Well, there we go. Yes? Can't hear what you're saying anyways, so just listen. Allow me to kindly explain some things for you and your minions, since all of you appear to be so out of the loop. Cayman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat as though she was about to start a lecture. LCB's primary objective is to retrieve the golden bows. Yes, can't deny that. But parading around telling everyone that Limbus Company specializes in retrieving the golden bows would be stupid. Don't you agree? I should be whale eater, Iman. I've never eaten whale. Well, I don't think you're not really allowed to hunt whales anymore for the most part. We can all agree that the fish was annoying, Pod. You're very right about that. It's not exactly the most lucrative business, if at all. I suppose so. I've been wondering about the company's finances for a while. Where do we even get our funding from? Joels, welcome in. Well, there's no need for you to concern yourselves with the company's finances. We have much more than enough capital to do what we want. What the company really lacks, however, is public standing and a cause. A cause. Limbus Company decided to find our cause in distortions. No significant organization has yet taken charge of managing instances of the distortion phenomenon. Faust told me some time ago that it hadn't been long since the distortions began appearing in the city. Limbus Company is building our reputation as a professional distortion prevention and control company that doubles as a research center for the distortion phenomenon, which means that we need to produce real results in more ways than one. I don't want a piano to eat blind. Don't be throwing piano. I just said don't do that. I did hear that this epidemic of distortion phenomenon can be pretty annoying to deal with. Bombastic side-eye, yes. No one has properly defined what these distortions truly are. This means that not many are willing to jump into dealing with this new phenomenon blind. Bones claimed, Xanderk, not quite yet. I'm working on it. I just met Kaiman, whatever her name is. The way it got stuck for a moment, yeah, that happens. I'm working on it. Jason not to throw pens blind. I know. Nobody listens to me in this. Well, get to it. Okay, I guess that's a continue the story, Redeem. We did hear that some are preparing to launch an association primarily dealing with distortions. But that's all it is, an association. We intend to deal with it on a corporate level. Right. But how's any of our business? What reason do we have to go out of our way to tussle with these distortions? Here's how it's your business. The order came all the way from the top, the highest authority of our company. Didn't they teach you how to follow orders in the slum? Corporation, yes. That does it. You're not leaving this boss alive. Manager? Cayman ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming, and turned to face me. My attitude towards your minions, and the company's attitude towards them. It all depends on the choices you make, and your leadership. With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm and handed it over. At the end of the day, though, the choice is yours. Your men aren't completely wrong. If you would like to focus solely on your primary mission, the golden bows, then fine. It's not like the company is going to kick you and your meat shields out. But do understand that the company's treatment of the sinners may change depending upon what you decide to do here. I bet it's all sweaty. It is sweaty. Sweaty, stinky paper. Some people pay a lot of money for that. Not me. Ellipses and clock. Virgilius listened quietly, his eyes shut. Now then, red gaze. I'll be taking my leave now. Until next time. Fine. But next time, I'd prefer it if you would watch your language. These meat shields are still under my guidance. So try not to disturb me as well. Well, that depends on what the manager does, doesn't it? Excuse me. She left, leaving nothing but the awkward silence behind. Is she gone? Bloody prick. After that brief moment of quiet, everyone began sighing and complaining as though they'd just been ungagged. Almost burst a blood vessel listening to all that. I thought I'd soften my temper with age. Still, good work keeping things non-violent, guys. I don't think she said anything wrong, though. I found her manner of speech quite convenient. There was no need to unnecessarily read between the lines. I had little trouble understanding her and organizing my thoughts accordingly. Greg is old. Greg is so old. Huh? I guess that's one way of looking at things. Anyways, she's right that we really don't have much say in the matter. If the company asks us to do our jobs, we do our jobs. I don't have anything to add myself. I have no issues with following orders. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I tried my best to cheer up the sinners as I opened the envelope she left behind. Nothing much of note was in there. One old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork. And... mission location. Yongjin building. Oh my god, how convenient! Let's go, Karen. I'm not reading DT's lines. I'm not doing it. You gotta read it. You gotta do it yourself. DT's absence will be felt. Always. Melly, don't cheer bits at me. Thank you so much, Melly. Hello, Melly. Hello, gorgeous. Welcome in. Me and Melly are going to be playing Marvel Rivals on Thursday, which means I need to download Marvel Rivals. But I want to cheer bits. I don't want your money, Melly. Your presence is more than enough for me. Karen, I know. Ow, why are you throwing stuff at me blind? The game I hate and love at the same time. I'm gonna try it. Me and Melly are gonna give it a shot. We're gonna jump on the bandwagon when it's like over, because Marvel Rivals is kind of out of the zeitgeist at the moment. I'm not reading Karen's lines. That's for DT to do. Welcome in, Melly. It is wonderful to see you as always. Stop giving me bits, Melly. You don't need to do that. I'm not gonna. I've never played the game, Melly. Melly's gonna carry me. I will play Library of Ruina. There you go, Xander. Blind keeps throwing stuff at Jay. How dare you, Blind? The fault lies with you, Blind. No, the fault lies with Darvis. We decided that. Melly, don't be sad, Melly. Okay, fine. I will stop complaining. I'm not getting angry. I don't want people to, it feels weird people giving me stuff. I'm not used to it. It still feels. Thank you, Melly, for the bits. I appreciate it. I could never be mad at you. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to start gifting subs to Melly now. Alright. Melly is good people. Okay, I need to continue the story before Melly keeps giving me things. Judging by their lack of surprise, both Karen and Virgilius already knew where to go. No subs? Well, do you keep giving me stuff? And the bus took off. Melly gonna melt Jay? She does. M-Jules, tell him something. The fault lies with me, not more pans. Why is everybody gotta throw pans at me? Why do you guys... Melly's throwing bits, Blind's throwing pans, people are throwing pans. Guys, you can just hang out. You can just chat. You guys could throw a like my way or a subscription my way on YouTube. You don't need to give me a subscription on Twitch. You guys could do that. But no, you abuse me. And the bus took off. Finish that one. Hello and, well, violent. How have I cultivated the most violent community on the internet? I don't know how you know, that is something, that is a thing I have accomplished. Stop with the J. Yes, hashtag stop abusing J's. More. Stop the abuse. Ouch. Ouch. 72 of these, right? Yeah. I don't really care about these. I should have bought those, but whatever. Screams? I'm not gonna scream. Ouchie, yeah, that's what it is. You'll have to learn how to dodge I will. See, the thing about it is, though, it doesn't matter, because, like, the thing is that, like, I can move my model wherever I want, right? And if you still throw... My model still moves, because it's tied. I tied them together. Like, even if it misses. Like, it doesn't matter even if it misses. Which is... Now I have to reset it. So... Melly, is just gonna give you... Melly, you don't need to give me bits for that. I'll happily read any message you send me. You just dodge that? It doesn't matter. See, you have to tie... So the app that or the program that allows you to throw things is... You have to tie it to your... I have to tie it to the thing that runs my model. So... No matter where I put, like, I could do this, right? Oops. Right, like I could do this, right? Would still move. Still moves every time. How about I just run the rest of the stream like this? Jose, welcome in. Are you lined up now? Oh, you're actually pretty well lined up. That's the wrong button. Get that one for free. You're alive! I see that, CeeLo. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, what's Jay? You just dodge it. Well, fly. Okay, I'm gonna go. See you, Blind. Thank you, hey, for hanging out and chatting. It's always nice to see you. You are alive, Jose. Welcome in. I will hydrate, Melly. Thank you so much. I will stretch, Melly. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just can't get out of the way. Posture check, stretch. Thank you, Melly. Thank you, Melly, for always taking care of me. You are so sweet and kind. No, I cannot get out. No matter what I do, I just have to get hit by them. Such is the way of things. Let me do this, and I'm gonna do that. I know, they grow up so fast, Jose. I know. Yeah, we'll continue. Alright, we have that, we have that. We are good to go. By the way, Melly, how has your day been? I don't talk to Melly enough. Melly is a very kind. By the way, if you're watching on Twitch, you should follow Melly606. In point of fact, let me link it to my YouTube chat. Just so everybody knows. Got a Twitch. This is absolutely an individual you should be following. Absolutely an individual. Especially if you speak Spanish. Melly is adorable, darts. She is a wonderful entertainer, and she is very kind and very sweet. Bilingual. Jay, I want to improve my English. Can you help me privately and to learn English too, of course? Melly. You should check it out, Xander. Melly is a great content creator. She's very good. Yes, Melly, I would happily help you with your English in whatever capacity you desire. Am I lined up? Because I kept moving things. I am. Then I can lock this again so it doesn't get moved. English. Yes. I wish I do not have a head for languages. Like I am really bad at trying to learn another language. I'm so bad at it. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school and I did not get anything out of it. Now I will point out my teacher was not a very good teacher, but I tried and I just couldn't. But Jay, your community speaks English, I speak Spanish. You will send them to a place where they do not understand. No, Melly. Xander just said they do speak Spanish, so I'm sending Spanish-speaking people to you, Melly. On top of that, even if people don't always understand what's being said, they can still enjoy what's going on. I mean, to be fair, it took me 10 years to learn English on my own. That is, English apparently is a really hard language to learn. Darbus, Melly said, Melly, you need to understand that I watch a Japanese guy and I don't speak Japanese. You can, just because you don't understand the words doesn't mean you can't watch. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy what's going on. I like how MJL says I speak English exclusively. Like, I'm proud I only speak one language. Melly speaks very good English. I couldn't learn English in school, so I started playing games in English, and that worked well. Yeah. I've tried learning some Japanese. It's so hard. I do not have a head for it. I am very, very bad at, like, I'm really bad at it. And it bugs me. I wish I was better at it. But I think I started like when I was too old. Like I'm one of those old dogs who can't learn new tricks anymore, so I got that problem going for me. Something continued to nag at the back of my mind during the frequent stops and combat encounters. There was this one thing I could not understand. This is pretty much expected from Virgilius at this point, but if he already knew where we were going and why, would it hurt to tell us for once? Jay is like one of those old kids with the Force, can't be trained. I can't. Like, there's just no way. If I could, I would obviously destroy the galaxy. I didn't learn English through school either, but through songs and games. You did, Melly. That's impressive. Your English is very, very good, Melly. Like, you know, you say you speak Spanish, Melly, but your English is phenomenal. is quite good. You can absolutely communicate with people in English. You're very welcome, Melly. Would it hurt to tell us for once? I muttered to myself while looking towards the back of the bus, where Ang Deu slept. She was still out cold. I gotta learn how to speak English. Do you only know how to write it? Well, no, you can clearly listen to me, so you must know what it sounds like. The only base ID that's max level is Dawn. It was for a stage. I believe you, Flare. It sounds like burger and Coke. Yes, just imagine you're eating like a burger and a Coke and drinking a Coke, and you will immediately pull off an American accent. That's how it be. Come on, Faust. I legitimately think that this is something we have to talk about. Can you please relay my question to Virgilius? What? Yeah, if you want an American accent, just imagine you have a burger in one hand and a Coke in the other, and then go, I'm eating a burger and I'm drinking a Coke. Sound like an American. Just how it is. That's how it works. Melly's gonna do it. It's gonna work. And if you go south a bit, it sounds like dust and eehaw. I know. That is exactly what it sounds like. Guys, I'm so excited to play games with Melly this Thursday. I do not play games with Melly enough, and I'm really excited about it. Ha. If you won't do it, then I will. A journey can't always be sunshine and rainbows. Some friction is necessary. You there, guide. You must play more games with Melly. Jay, stop playing only with Lily. I haven't played games with Lily in so long either. I've got to get my Mondays back on like a collab game. I think I have the one I want to try, but I have to work on it. You are Brazilian, Darbus. No, you said you are Brazil. Guys, Darbus is Brazil. So, you know. Not in Brazil, not from Brazil. Darbus is Brazil. The whole country of Brazil is watching me right now. I'm so popular, guys. Otis relayed my question, then began to share some of her own grievances with Virgilius. A lot of her own grievances. That explains a lot, Darbus. It does. Darbus comically transformed into the country of Brazil. Canonically transformed. Gotta keep checking things. Okay. Are you finished? Well, you're not wrong. I did hear most of the details through the radio. And here's why I didn't tell you in advance. It's because you're the kind of people who never learn until the problem crashes through your front door. Would you have done anything differently if you knew in advance? It'll only serve to give you an excuse to whine about it. So, there it is. What now, manager? Will you refuse this mission? Yes, I have 1 Brazilian viewers, exactly. It's normal, Darbus. The language barrier is a bit complicated to collaborate with each other. It is normal. Melly speaks great English. I do not speak any Spanish. And I feel bad about that because a lot of it relies on Melly then. And I feel bad about that. I should learn some Spanish. Maybe I'll do a Spanish learning stream one day. That might be kind of fun. Melly can help me. I don't speak a single ounce of Spanish either. Well, that's fair. And it's so funny to me when people say, oh, you're Brazilian, you speak Spanish? What is your first language then, Darvis? I will have to learn some Spanish from Melly. I will learn some Spanish. How could I? They're all treating us like dirt. If I refuse this, I can't imagine how much worse it'll get. We bent the rules of language. We said, nah. Ma'am Jules is a cave person. Portuguese, we speak Brazilian Portuguese officially. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll have to learn some Spanish. I want to be able to communicate with Melly better. If I refuse, I can't imagine how much worse it'll get. I'm sure you're thinking, how could I? And you'd be right. I can tell from the way he's looking at me that he already knew what I was going to say. Brazilian Portuguese is different from Portuguese I believe that. Kind of like how American English is different than British English. Very different in point of fact. They add an extra U to a lot of things. And then tell us we're silly for not having the extra U. But, you know, there's that. Spain Spanish versus Mexico Spanish. Yeah, well, I mean, language evolves like anything else. So, like, if you take a language and put it in a region and then isolate that region somewhat, it's going to change. So, you know, it's only natural, to be honest. I'm starting to wonder if you really can't hear me. Ah, our guest is awake. You should go and ask her for directions, manager. Karen's intuition can only take us so far. Again, this would have gone much smoother if we had been told where we were going from the start. But like always, Virgilius felt the need to add comments like that before shutting me down and turning away. He'd already closed his eyes. In Spanish class, like, and that's vosotros, which we didn't learn because none of you are going to Spain and are learning Mexican Spanish instead. I'll have to figure out what type of Spanish Melly speaks so I can learn the proper kind. What is vosotros? It's not important. Was your teacher Virgilius Cthulhu? Because that kind of sounds like something Virgilius would do. Allow me to explain our present circumstances to her. Let me double check a thing. Yisang got up and awkwardly smiled in an attempt to clear the air. It's important to me. It is so important. After some time. Ouch. Yisang seemed to have successfully explained our circumstances to Ang Deu. She was standing next to Karen, trying to give her proper directions. You have aided Brazil? That's why Darbus has been talking for a little bit. She had also told us that as long as we assisted her with her mission, she wouldn't mind us taking the black steel for ourselves. Turn to the right there. They've already set up camp there? People dressed in Kurokumo clan's garb were wandering around the building, standing guard. Kurokumo garbs standing guard before its entrance. I have to... Mentor Bamboo-Hatted Kim. Delaying further would only allow the distortion to grow more powerful. We must enter the building as soon as possible. Aang Deu had already leapt out of the bus and was rushing in with her weapon drawn. We quickly followed suit. Only thing I know of Spanish is I, arriba, mochi, no, mucho, I'm pronouncing that terribly. Melly's gonna laugh at me, and I deserve it. Oh, muchacho. Oh, those are exclamation points. Those look like L's to me, and I'm like, what is that word? The text is a little small on my screen for my old aging eyes. It's a phonetic language, Jay. I am not a phonetic person. I'm not laughing, I just fall more for your charms. Melly, it's okay. I laugh at me too. I laugh at myself a lot, Melly. You're welcome to laugh at me. As you have a beautiful laugh, and I am happy to hear it, Melly. I'm gonna have to learn how to say pickup lines in Spanish so I can make Melly blush. She sure comes into my chat to make me blush, so I'm gonna have to figure some of them out. I feel like I'm third wheeling. You can't what, Melly? You feel like you're third wheeling? Well, M. Jules, you're not. You're always welcome, M. Jules. What is it? I have to know what I'm saying. Wait, at a mo. Does that mean? Darvis being my wingman. Bonita. So I would say Melly muy hermosa. Something like that. I mean, it's true. Melly is gorgeous. No, give me ideas. Bonita means pretty in Brazilian. I think it means pretty in Spanish, too. I'll have to learn all the flirty words so I can distract Melly like she tries to do to me. And succeeds. No, yes. Okay, I'm gonna do a Spanish learning stream just for pickup line. Defeated henchman. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna do a Spanish learning to make Melly blush stream. Learning Spanish. I have an asset, so I have an asset for Melly, so I can put it in the thumbnail on YouTube and everything. And I can just learn all of those things. Then next time Melly streams, I can just distract her for hours. We still don't have the dating show. We don't. And I don't think that's probably ever going to happen, to be honest, unfortunately. Where's the dating show? I mean, I suppose maybe we gotta think about it. Looks like this was the last of them. My Limbus streams always turn into just chatting, and I don't know why. Continue the story? No. I'm going to say things that make Melly blush. That's what I'm going to do. Because she keeps trying to do it to me. Ah, the aroma of blood. Some spattered fresh, some old and growing viscous. I can already tell that there will be a college of different blood spatters waiting for me in there. I am excited to see this collection for myself. Random wants to see the game? Well, how could I turn down such a lovely request? Yes, Melly. Listen to Random. Okay. Alright, we'll keep going. We still have the... Yeah, there was... No, I'll stare into space. M. Joel's, go ahead and stare into space. I can already tell that there will be a call... Oh, I already read that. This one expresses brutal thoughts with such nonchalance as one muses about their next meal. Whichever may be the case, the way is open. We must move with haste. Aang Deu did not hesitate for a second before disappearing into the building entrance. Man, I'm impressed with her energy. Wasn't she knocked out cold just a few minutes ago? It is sheer willpower that moves her. What other choice does she have when her superior is captured? Huh. From the name alone, I expected Yongjing Building to be much taller than just 6 floors. Building and all. It is a common naming convention in the back streets. I looked up towards the rooftop of the building Hong Lu was looking at, and suddenly grew curious. What time is it right now? Need a mirror? I was gonna make that joke too. My head doesn't actually tell time, you know. It is 2:10 in the afternoon. 2 in the afternoon. It's not midday, but it's not supposed to be this dark, is it? How is it this gloomy and dark at 2 in the afternoon? I'm starting to lose my sense of time in here. It's time to love you. Totally Sancho, probably the hardest Intervallo in the game. I am so excited to face it, Sancho. It's time to love you. Thank you, Melly. I will try. God, I'm a VTuber. I don't know that I can love myself. Seems particularly darker around this area we're in. Well, compared to the Smoke War days, it's still bright as a sunny day. Do not use a sinking team. I'm using a poise team. I suppose that's true. The back streets of T-Corp are known to be in a perpetual state of murkiness. Their machines ceaselessly discharge heavy plumes of smoke which cloud the sky. That, and the constant color drainage keeps the back streets of T-Corps dark and dreary. Gang, I'm stuck in 648. What do? Merely get good. That's what they tell me to do, Sancho. Keep getting good. You don't know, but I did. What did you do, Melly? Of course, I must also inform you that the conditions have improved somewhat after the Smoke War. During the various extenuating prohibitive conditions introduced by the outcome of that war, that limit the production of smoke. Before the war... We have no time for idle chatter. Come now. We hurried towards Ang Deu's urgent cries. I do not have bind egos. Oh no. There were more Blade Lineage bastards left. Well, alas, took them all out already. They were nothing but mewling minions. The size of their bravado ill-matched their immature skills. They foolishly decided to stand their ground instead of retreating upstairs. Oh, buzz. An electric buzz of sorts played from the radio I had stashed in my clothes. Is someone calling this radio? Random. My friend, do not use Sunshower Heathcliff. I can only use Sunset. Challenge Limbus stream, only use Sunshower Heathcliff. The sound became much clearer when I unfolded the antenna from the radio. LCD here. LCD here. Can you hear me? Acknowledge. Come on. The voice coming from the other end of the radio was upbeat, to put it mildly. Very chaotic. Did somebody give Dawn a radio? Okay, I just have to press this button, right? Well, I'll talk, but it's not like you can hear... They actually TikTok. Oh, right. I called you for a reason. I'm just calling to relay a message, so don't bother responding. Yeah? Okay. We don't have much time, so let me keep it short. Remember that black steel you guys were sent to retrieve? The monolith? I'm picking up a super huge bump in the monolith's signature in the area near you. The signal can force people to distort, for your information. Force people to distort? Dante dancing in the corner. That's what I need on my stream, is Dante dancing in the corner. We have to contain it before that seeping signal goes completely out of control. Okay. What the heck is this? Oh, my bad. I've got some stuff going on over here too, you know. Anyways, I gotta keep this short, so let me just emphasize that time is of the essence here. Over and out. Ellipses in clock. The call dropped before any of us even had a chance to say anything. She, pretty lively, huh? We don't have time to sit around dumbfounded, clockhead. Let's crack on. Everyone, I think the elevator's broken. I see that you and your fellows now have a reason to hurry. I say that we break through their lines and rise through the stairwell. What say you? Hot stop, eat for the last time. How many things have you aided? I did think... Oh, you're doing friend codes. I can do my friend code shortly, too. We don't have a choice. Come on, let's go. I put the radio back in my pocket and began running up the stairs. You guys were running up the stairs. We're running.
여러분들, 왜 그렇게 뒷걸음질을 하시는 건가요?
가스 점화.
I just aided Malkuhad. You need to control yourself. Old man. Well, seriously, the stairwell is a real challenge, isn't it? Not the Kurakumo guys. Yeah, the music here is actually pretty solid. I like it a lot. Curious, is it not? Oh, what is? That they filled the stairwell full of weaklings who clearly don't know what they're doing. Perhaps they weren't trying to stop us from going upstairs. Perhaps they were afraid of retreating upstairs. No, it can't be. Ang Du's expression darkened. Maybe she had an inkling of a bad omen. Dost thou worry for thy mentor? Don Quixote carefully sided to Ang Du's side with a sympathetic expression. How could I not? What kind of person was Mr. Bamboo-Hatted Kim? Ang Du's Angdu appeared conflicted, as though she was having trouble organizing her thoughts. She shook her head and sighed. He was a steadfast man. Protected what needed protecting, killed what needed killing. He was always one of the Blade lineage's finest. I dare say that he was one of the most skilled swordsmen within the lineage. A man of few words, who always sought to take good care of those under his wing. If only he hadn't made that decision, my fellows would not have met such a terrible fate. Oh. Sinclair half opened his mouth, apparently curious about what that decision might have been. Flesh yielded, bones claimed. We're doing it. We're getting them now. Yeah. But he soon realized that this was probably not the time to pry, and quietly closed his mouth. Whichever may be the case, I have no choice but to make haste. Then, we have no choice but to make haste with her. Guys, we're making haste. Haste shall be made. Get him, Isang. We're getting him. Win rate for the win, guys. Okay. I might run out of Intervallo, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I still have a couple of I still have that one thing to do in the Walpurgis night. I don't really care. Like, I'm not really, like, worried about getting it, but it would be kind of nice to get it done. Get the additional crates. So maybe if I run out of Keflin, I can do a little bit of that. I also might call stream early tonight. I am exhausted. I got no sleep last night. Like, I went to bed early, but I got woke up at, like, 5 in the morning. So I got, like, 4 hours of sleep last night. 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I left the last thing to do on Walpurgis event and not gonna do it. Lazy, that's me. Snoozing, I probably will. Like, if I end stream early, I'll probably, like, go shower and just go to bed. Like, I am just shot today. So I had to get up early, and my grandfather had a doctor's appointment at like 9 o'clock, so I had to get up at 8 to get ready, but then my car wouldn't start, so I had to, like, it was negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit this morning, which I believe is negative 28 Celsius, if you're interested. So the car wouldn't start because the battery was cold, so I had to get up early and go find my battery charger to, like, charge the battery and warm it up, and then get the car started, and then do that. So I was up at, like, 5 o'clock in the morning getting this stuff done, and it was not fun. And then I had to drive my grandpa to the doctor to get some blood drawn and stuff like that, and then I had to do a bunch of shopping. So I was pretty much doing stuff from like 5:30 in the morning till like 1 p.m. and then I laid down and took a little bit of a nap, and then I did some stream prep stuff. I also turned one brazen bull with a sinking team spice bush is the goat. Bush spice. Sea Kids is the best. Apparently it's sinking deluge is really, really good, but I don't have spice bush. But I do have American Isang, so we roll with American Isang. So I will continue on, and we'll see what happens.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨있지. 보았나? 적은 이렇게
Can be pretty
진리가
powerful
없다.
on a full sinking team. That's what I hear.
승리가 눈앞에 있다. 총원 돌격.
So we'll get this done. What's everybody's plan for the evening? Anybody got any cool plans? My plan is sleep, so I guess that's technically a cool plan. The sleep is great. I'm gonna shower and hit bed as well. That's smart, Darbus.
나의 승리다.
So we'll get through this. We'll play till I run out of Enkephalum, and then I'll decide what I'm gonna do.
지금을 반복한다. 실세는 총원 돌격.
Because I need rest. You're old. You and me both. Showering. Yes, everybody, you should shower. Showering is very important. I've got to make a thumbnail for tomorrow too. I still have work to do too. That's part of it. I got to make a thumbnail for tomorrow. I got to work on my book. I still have things I have to do too. So like I still have like an hour and a half of like work to do after stream, so it's one of those things. But I should stream more. Hard to grow your channel if you're not streaming for longer than like an hour or two. I did have a bunch of lunacy in modules before wall purges, then was drained of resources after wall purges full. I got 5 new stuff, Magic Bullet, Ego, and Gun Lu. Apparently the 2 new egos are like really, really good together. I like them, but I'm just not... I don't have the lunacy to pull for them, so... J, 1 or 2, 0, Melly. I know what you're gonna do, Melly, so 0.
여러분들, 왜 그렇게 뒷걸음질을 하시는 건가요?
All right, Melly, if you have to, you can give me 1. But only 1.
검 끝을 바라본다.
They kind of are good. Great. Who are you attacking? Him. It's a deception. Okay. I believe you, Melly. I'll oppose that.
완벽한 거리.
It's a decision, not a sub. Okay, 1 then. You have given me bits. I very much appreciate the generosity, Melly. Really, I do. But your company is more than enough for me, Melly. It is always nice to see you. Ilian, for real, I'm still grinding Otis shards to uptime my level 50 Magic Bullet Ego and ID. I believe that's a new name. Welcome in. Okay, well, I can't do that. Okay, so I should get the kill with you. 41 will kill you. No point in wasting that there. No point in wasting that. Should kill. That is, I believe that's a new name, Illand? No, Illand isn't a new name. I remember that name now. Yes, I remember. Welcome in, Illand. Jay, what about the hit question? What hit question?
잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
Is that everything? It's everything, so I'm not gonna attack you. So yeah, we're good.
나가주게.
Never mind. Okay. I will never mind. I remember the name Illant.
뚫렸네.
Took me a minute, but I got it. It's not a new person? Okay. I believe you. Oh, yes, the question. Yeah, Illant is not new.
이 작살엔
I remember the name. It took me a minute to remember, but I remembered. Illant has been here before.
담겨 있지.
Yeah, I have friended you in the game like others. I remember. It took me a minute, but I remember. I don't want to burn all the big abilities. I appreciate it. By the way, welcome back, Illant. It takes me a minute sometimes, but I generally do remember. I try to. I think it's fair to try to remember people. I also am kind of like lucky, I guess, is my viewer base is currently small enough that I can remember people. Sure. I have slight memory problems too. I remember Jay because Jay is a redhead. Listen, that is something that's fairly memorable. There are not very many redheads in the world.
수가 전북대 현이 쉬시게.
완벽한 거리.
Got him. Got him. Did we just fight the Pekatula? There's like 5 redheads in the world. True story. It is. I'm one of them, guys. Yes. Their appearances are rather dissimilar from what we have encountered before. They appear to have grown more acute. I didn't think they were very cute at all, Yisang. They are evolutions of each Pekatula. The kind of Pekatula one transforms into depends on the type of sin that one has embodied in life, so it is no surprise that there may be variations to them. But we've never encountered anything like them before. Collecting the golden boughs could have expedited the Pekatula's growth process. The boughs, they really have something to do with everything, huh? Our job is starting to look a lot more serious. Right, that reminds me. He's Pekatula. Pekatula. Are each supposed to represent some kind of sin, right? Sinclair soon will be 9999, yes. We'll get there. Sin. My thoughts grow distant all of a sudden. No, the sinners grow distant while my thoughts draw nearer, their voices growing muffled. The word sin feels oddly unfamiliar today. You already did the decision you told me? What was the decision I told you, Melly? I read as Pekatula as well. Due to Latin, that's probably correct. Oddly unfamiliar today. What did you decide, Melly? It appears that they have lost their sense of self. their original form, now forgotten to oblivion. Self. Aren't the distortions kinda similar to that? Some people become distortions and some people become Pekatula. I wonder what the difference is. I think I know. Planted in their heart, planted in the hearts of all our seeds with ever-present potential to bloom. Executive manager? What did you say? Thought talked over you, so I couldn't hear. If you would allow me to continue, maintaining the self, even at times of extreme stress, could cause one to evolve into a distortion, and when the light of that day descends upon the hearts of every human, blooming the seeds buried deep within. Manager? If one's... Oh yeah, Jay, have you completed both easy and hard missions? I have completed all but one hard mission, Illand. Devoured by their sins. They are reborn from the... Their image reflected the... Dreamt by those who are nothing. I'm buying a mouse, so I have two options. Okay. You're getting a new mouse. I hope one is a good mouse then for you, Melly. Dante. What is? If one withstands yet their sins, the heart. What Rockhead, what in the bloody hell are you talking about? I ill like the sound of that. Has something gone awry with their prosthetic head? Yet if one seeks to bear the shell of their original hearts. Ego, is that what you are speaking of? And in a world perceived through their own... I need like a static sound effect for this. Oh yeah, you probably need Super Bia to help you in the 7+ kills in one go. Yeah, I don't have that yet. The blank shall be unveiled to blank their egos. Blank melt into by the sin. I don't... Huh? They're starting to talk a bit like my manager, your head. Executive manager, your head is on fire. It's always been on fire, hasn't it? Oh, what a blaze. I think they're about to explode. Only those who can define their own... Oi. We've got to do something before Clockhead bites it. Got any bright ideas, lass? I know not what to do. Only those who are awakened to their own... Ah, 'tis scorching. I had thought the manager Esquire's flaming head was merely for style, for I had not once felt such heat from it. Did Don Quixote try to give me head pats? Because that's weird. Faust, what if they accidentally activate the self-destruct sequence? Ah, this heat. If we don't douse it, we're going to melt everything around them. Yes. The operating principles are the same. Dante is, via the golden bough, connected to the root of the sapling planted in the subterranean area of the headquarter, which is to say that... Who gives a shot about boughs? We've got to douse the flame on their head. I will stretch, Sammy. I'll posture check. Water. Does nay one have water? We must make haste and douse the flames. I'll hydrate Sammy. Thanks so much. How'd the homework go, Sammy? Sometime later. Pray tell, art thou recovered? My eyes, if I had eyes, that is, opened slowly. I was lying on the ground, surrounded by the sinners. What happened? Do you not recall what had transpired? I guess I don't. I do remember walking up the stairs and suddenly feeling really dizzy. Executive Manager, you must visit a workshop to get that looked at as soon as we return. Huh? A workshop? Did I malfunction or something? Don't talk about them like they're talking about some machine. Either way, there isn't anything we can do about what just happened. Not here. We can discuss this later once we return. What just transpired does not seem to pose any hindrance to our mission. Engdu, where is... She has advanced without us, while I remain curious yet concerned about your condition. We must reconvene with her. The situation calls for urgency. Yeah, okay. There was a lot I didn't understand, but since we were in the middle of an operation, let's deal with this first. We're gonna deal with this first. All right.
아직 모자라.
Thank you.
여러분들.
Okay. I'm out. How many do I have left? 3. Okay, let's do this then. We'll finish this tonight. That should give me enough to get through, so we'll finish this.
검 끝을 바라본다.
We'll finish this and then we'll call stream. This guy looks tough. Why'd this have to break now? I don't know why I made him Scottish. He's clearly not Scottish. Jay is about to be rules of the back streets. I'm going to be rules of the back streets. There was a nervous-looking man at the top of the stairs on the utmost floor of the building. I could immediately tell that this man was unlike any other foe we'd faced in this building. It better be quiet in there. I hope that thing at least stays put. The most Scottish Japanese... Yeah, I know. The most Scottish Japanese-looking man that is. What are y'all doing here? You'll fall to me katana. Rules of the back streets. I'll find the rules of the back streets, and then I'm going to bend them and break them in half. He kept looking into his pocket. Looking into his pocket watch as though he expected something awful to come out of the door. His garb, which highly resembles the Kurokumo clan's standard outfit, suggests that he is a relevant individual in this case. It is possible to extrapolate from his outfit that he is of higher ranking than any foe we have defeated on the course of this location. Then, before I even had the chance to suggest waiting for a bit, to come up with a strategy, Engdu was already charging at the man. You must be a captain of the Kurokumo clan! What the? You wish to hunt the blade lineage? Very well. Here I stand before you. Face my blade! I suppose this means that my men are all dead, huh? I'd toss you into that office if I could, but... the merchandise is still in there. Come on. Supposedly I've got no choice but to fight. At least allow me to introduce myself. Then you can tell me who you are. Name's Yun, captain of the boys you killed. Engdu. Salsu from the lineage of Blades, a follower of mentor Bamboo-Headed Kim. The hallway before the door falls silent. It is as calm as a winter dawn. The two warriors, blades drawn, began to take cautious steps. It's as though they are attempting to gauge the distance between each other. Ha! There was a sudden flash. When I came to my senses, the pair had suddenly switched sides, facing away from each other. The outcome of this clash... come on, that's it, huh? Miss Engdu appears to have appears to have been Engdu's defeat. She fell to her knees. I mean, I was just getting started. I'm surprised you even had any energy left for that attack. Yeah. She's been fighting the Kurokuma clan henchmen on the front lines before we even had the chance to catch up. No wonder she's exhausted. I must also remind you that she was on the verge of death not so long ago. She has overexerted herself. What? Are the rest of you going to fight me too? This hardly seems fair. Me against all of you. This Yoon rested his blade on his shoulder with an annoyed scowl. I could tell from his single clash against Engdu that he wasn't going to go down easily. Well, I don't like that we're all ganging up against this one guy, but you've got one loud-ass clock for a head. What even is that? Is this some local T-Corp clock-shaped prosthetic fashion or something? It is a clock, right? You there. Is that clock head on time? Mate, what do you think? That clock ain't for telling time. Huh? Then what do you have decapitated yourself for? What a useless clock. Ellipses in useless clock? Okay then. Any of you got a timepiece, a clock, a watch, anyone? My stupid watch broke again. The sinners wordlessly begins to surround Yoon. I guess not. Are any of you even wearing a watch? You must all be insane, sauntering about without a timepiece. Even if I did, I would hardly find it within myself to show it to thee. You're all really getting on my nerves. You know what? That's it. I'll be in deep shit if I let anyone in there anyways. So, come and get me. I'll cut you down if it's the last thing I do. Guys, is it time for the rules of the backstreet? Can you dodge? You can dodge. Neutral. We win those? Rules of the backstreet will arrive. Not yet, but soon. I'm so excited. I want to find the rules in the backstreet. Oh yeah. Whose voice do you read it in? The Kool-Aid Man's? We win those? We don't win those? Randy's voice for sure.
Oh yeah, brother.
Okay. Alright, we're starting to get there. Alright, so we're gonna finish this up, and then we will, we'll call it. Okay, so I've got to figure out the rules of the backstreets, I guess. Which should be fine. The fact that you guys all fall silent when this happens is, like, concerning to me. But it is what it is. Call it Royal Flush. Am I gonna get flushed? Is that what you're saying? I know nothing about Royal Flush is the best hand in poker. People are focused. They're focused on me getting killed is what you mean. They're locked in. The final stage of this Intervallo is a dungeon. Is it? Okay, well then I might not finish that tonight. We might just get there tonight. Get him. Get him. Mersault. Rules of the Backstreet. Add 1 coin for every remaining ally. I'll never understand the logic of a client sending a message at 11 at night. Some people don't realize that people have lives. It happens to me a lot. I get a lot of people who, like, contact me and they're like, hey, you can come out to my place immediately and do things, right? And do work. It's like, no, I have a schedule. It's a mirror dungeon level. Jun isn't at full power. How terrifying it was to encounter him in Mirror of the Lake. I mean, I believe it. And they dare to make, yeah, they it's like, it's floor 1. What? You have a schedule? But it's, isn't it? Yeah. You encounter in Railway too. It's one of those things, a lot of people really don't realize that there's a whole world that exists outside of them. Which, it's always kind of funny to me when it happens, because it's like, you know, why is it so weird that I have a job? Guys, I got ruled at the back streets once. One singular rule of the back streets. That's all that happened. Huh. Now let's converse for a moment. Angdu seemed to have recovered somewhat as we fought. She bound Jun with a rope before throwing him to the ground. Ah. So scary. I do not expect a mere captain to know why your organization has put a bounty on our heads. But I cannot quite place the reason you were standing guard before this room. It was as though you were protecting our mentor from us, of all people. Wait, it wasn't just you, was it? Every Kurokuma clan filth we killed on our way up to this floor stood in our path like they were protecting something with their lives. After this we fight distorted bamboo-hatted Kim. Fine. Here's the truth, then. We're the victims here. Whatever do you mean? You guys really have a way of pushing my buttons, huh? We weren't part of the party pursuing you or cutting you down. That was none of my business. You're just one of many syndicates our organization, or organizations that were unlucky enough to be on the Thumb's shit list. Our run-in was just a coincidence. We were ordered by the Thumb to stand guard next to a black steel here, that's all. Everyone was on edge because we were supposed to transport it elsewhere pretty soon, and that's when you Blade Lineage bastards appeared out of nowhere. Out of nowhere? I see. So this is where our mentor has awakened. Sounds like you know something that I don't. Can't say I ever heard of a tech that could blip people into existence just like that. Thought they were using a singularity or something. Besides, the Blade Lineage never had a chance. Our numerical advantage was insurmountable. Of course. We had your friend cornered. We had no trouble cutting them down until there was but 3 of you left standing. Then all of a sudden, your boss's eyes suddenly began to glow, and he cut down everyone around him. It was a one-sided slaughter. What? Then? You got that right. Blade Lineage, Kurokuma clan, it didn't matter. He cut through everyone. So what the hell was I supposed to do? What were we supposed to do? I'm their captain. The lives of my men are my responsibility. I had to save them somehow. So I stayed behind to guard the door, while my men guarded the entrance to this building. What other choice did I have? Ah, shit. Delivery deadline's coming up. I'm finished. This won't end with me having to cut off a finger or two. Damn it. Ellipses and ungdu. I failed to aid. Oh, you got edited. Engdu struck the back of Yun's neck with a swift precision and dropped him to the floor. Engdu, that man had already been subdued. Wherefore didst thou? I have merely put him to sleep. He would have caused us trouble had we attempted to enter that room while he was conscious. Alan, hi, bye, gotta go. Thanks for swinging through and saying hi, Alan. Good to see you. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. I must talk to the mentor, see him with my own eyes. Have you gone deaf, lass? Your boss will cut down anyone who gets too close. No, that cannot be. Dante, we can infer from whatever information we have gathered that... Yeah, I agree. There's a powerful aura coming from behind that door. I can sense it. You must dip. Have a good one, M. Joels. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good one, man. See you tomorrow. Our mentor... Engdu's hands trembled as they wrapped around the doorknob. We must prepare for battle. I know that mentor bamboo-hatted Kim will do no such thing. She slammed the door open, only to come face to face with a distortion. Guys, it's distortion time.
아직 모자라. 여러분들.
Bamboo-hatted Kim. Ellipses and bamboo-hatted Kim. Mentor, what is this? Ellipses and bamboo-hatted Kim. I recognize these wounds. These are your techniques. How could you put your blade to our fellows? More ellipses in bamboo-hatted Kim. Attempting to communicate seems futile. Pitch-black flames lingered behind this man she called bamboo-hatted Kim, her mentor. Something had devoured him. There was something in his eye. Yeah, it's fire. It's that guy's cigar, the wailing guy's cigar. That's what's there. That's exactly what it looked like. Fiendish malevolence. I could definitely sense it. This was a distortion. Cease your beastly howls and talk to me, please. Say something. Oi, don't get too close. More ellipses in bamboo-hatted Kim. The distortion unsheathed its blade in a blink of an eye. It sensed that something had entered its range. That stance. You're really going to kill... Get out of the way! As Engdu stood there confused, Sinclair urgently hurried himself in her direction, and in that brief moment, the distortion's blade descended upon them as though it bisected the very space they inhabited. I surmise that Sinclair has entered the distortion's range as well. We have no choice but to suppress it. We tensed up. Sensing the changing atmosphere, we slowly raised our weapons. Guys, it's time to fight bamboo-hatted Kim. Well, this isn't super good. That's not super good at all. Those three need to be taken out, so... AoE / gun saying is going to make this fight harder. Yeah. I'm working on claiming bones. Green leader, how's it going? I'm doing well. I'm claiming bones is what I'm doing. What did Ishmael do to Kim? You know. This looks similar to the Darkest Dungeon. It's kind of similar. You. Most of the skills were, yeah, they were. A lot of them were. Which one's that? That one? I prefer that. We'll be fine. It's a little bit similar. It's a little less hardcore Green Leader. It's a free-to-play game. It's a gacha game, so I don't know if that's something you're interested in. I've been catching up on the D&D campaign. Been good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Do you play a lot of D&D, Green Leader? Is that something that you play a lot of? Awesome. It's more story. It is a little bit more story driven than that. This is not going to be phenomenal, is it? This zoom in is crazy. That does better? It does do better. Here's hoping. This is less, yeah, this is less intense than Darkest Dungeon. I played Darkest Dungeon. This is... Well, he got paralyzed, so he's kind of worthless now. Jay is explaining why you have sinking IDs against a negative point enemy. Because I like a challenge. I can use the clashable counter, yes. I did fight Kim in Mirror Dungeon with a sinking team once and came out on top. Yeah, I've seen it happen. Oh my god, these lines. Okay. Dude, he's just targeting like one person and it makes it so hard. I'm just gonna have to tank that damage. I've been collecting D&D, some books over the last few months so I can better understand the system and maybe get an inspiration from it. Ah, there you go, Green. What is this crap? 12 Clash?
나는 이 왕좌에 묶여 홀로 통치하는 자일지니.
Yes, this is a boss fight. Very lucky. I fight this guy twice. Okay, I'm fine with that. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Oh wait, I can do this. I mean, you're just gonna lose that though. I don't really have much of a choice, I guess. Of course, you're not targeting anyone who does or who is whatever. Now, Jay, you fight this man twice. That's fine. Claim their bones. A 30 rolling negative coin AOE. True. I'm gonna claim his bones. Oh, he did. The ego with the most powerful toll are wrath egos. Burn egos are the ones with the most coin power. Yeah. Yeah, most wrath egos are burn egos. Yeah, well, that's red, I think.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 정화한다.
Let me do... I was gonna do a thing. What was I gonna do? I was gonna go here and spend these. Just so I don't forget, because I'll forget. Remember to change out the syncing IDs. Yeah, I should do that. You guys said Slash was good here? I'm gonna hit the shower and go sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out, Darbus. Good night, sleep well. Good luck. Thank you. I need it. Haha. Bamboo-headed Kim kneeled and caught his breath. Something began to shimmer behind him. Good luck. Thank you, Darbus. This is a dungeon. A mirror dungeon of the Fathoms. This is just like that Ding Bong's Bar and Fryer, huh? It's Umbons, Gregor. Umbons. Ellipses and Bamboo-headed Kim. He has already entered the dungeon. So we gotta follow in the black eye? Yeah, we were ordered to secure the distortion as well, so... An imminent heavy sensation emanates from within the space. Yeah, Slash is good for this Intervallo with majority of enemies... Ah, got it. That monolith has to be here somewhere in here too. Probably right here. Looks like a monolith. Let us follow. While she watched, clearly dumbfounded by the turn of events, I could tell that she was determined to see this to the end. We had nothing more to add. Advancing. This place has taken the likeness of S-Corp. Not just anywhere in S-Corp. You called this place the Fathoms of Ego. It appears that Mentor Bamboo-headed Kim's memories are affecting this place. Is there aught from his past that you are aware of? No, nothing in detail. I don't believe I have the right to divulge a depiction of his past based on hearsay either. This is just like Sekiro. Engdu continued in a morose tone. When he appeared so suddenly at this building, I don't suppose he had much trouble cutting down the Kurakumo clan henchmen. I am certain he was flanked by competent men and women. It would not have mattered how many henchmen they threw against the mentor. Nothing short of a Kurakumo clan officer could have given him any trouble. In fact, I surmise that he would have been able to cut down 100 of their men on his own. But not all those who accompanied Master Bamboo-Hatted Kim were as powerful as he. His capabilities lie far beyond our own. His fellows must have fallen one by one before the endless onslaught of the Kurakumo clan's henchmen. And I cannot help but imagine that sight must have reminded him of a rather tragic event in his past. An unpleasant event that likely shook Mentor Bamboo-Hatted Kim to the core. That alone fits the criteria that makes it ripe for a manifestation of a distortion. He was in a very receptive state to the monolith's influence as well. So that is how the Mentor became beholden to his blade, like a fiend. Yet, still, how could he? We remain wordless in advance as Engdu despondently muttered to herself. It was all silent, save for the sound of our shoes lightly pressing into the soft soil beneath our feet. Oh, well, I guess I can take... Let's take poise. I only get one? Well, it's that one. I can't level him up. He's stuck there. I'll have to keep it there. I think this guy should be fine. He doesn't do a lot of sinking damage. He's slash. Pierce is fine. Oh hell, this is the whole thing. That is true, Hod. You've ate a lot of things. It's going to happen. She aided all the librarians. Oh, that's a shame. I like librarians. I like librarians a lot, to be honest. All right. I mean, that has a better chance than that. Me when some side bosses are harder to beat than the final boss. True. True and real, Illand. Okay, that's good. Awesome, I love it. He gets everything and I get nothing at all. Good chance. Good chance. By the way, how is your Dark Souls? It's going good. I played Dark Souls before. So I'm well acquainted with it. Dude, I'm taking so much damage here.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
How far are you into it? I just bested Ornstein and Schmaug,
담겨 있지.
and I'm moving on to
좋은 결투였다.
I'm moving
직접 밝혀주마.
I was getting up some, I was grinding up some stronger weapons to show a few things off, and I'm gonna decide where to go next stream. Oh, nobody actually died. Okay, well that's good. I can't. Sinclair's almost dead though. Be careful of that. Looks fine.
불격.
Gotta be careful with Sinclair.
모자라.
저놈을
Yeah, Ornstein and Smog is a very hard fight. A very hard fight, especially if it's your first playthrough.
직접 밝혀주마.
We're gonna get through this.
속에서
완벽한 거리.
급소가 전복됐더니
This is way easier than the boss fight.
직접 놓아주마.
이 작살은
Yeah, it's my first playthrough, but I think I'm starting to get it. It takes a while to kind of get
흉터의 결과.
how that game functions. Like Dark Souls is its own thing. That's why it spawned the whole like Souls-like meta. It's us. Kurokomo clan's turf from here on out. Is it that hard for you to understand that you gotta pay the toll to use our road, huh? People dressed in Kurokomo clan garb stands in the way of unarmed civilians, threatening them. I suppose that excuse was enough for them to tread on our territory as well. Engdu does not hide her indignation. She is gritting her teeth. What should we do about them? Save the civilians? Nice. Damn it. Hopefully we can sneak in one more 10 extraction with the mirror dungeon restaurant. That might be something we can do. You get a bonus with the... Oh, nice. Oh, I could have did him. Okay. What the hell happened? I thought we'd driven them all away. After a grueling battle, Ishmael and Ongdu managed to defeat or drive away the Kurokumo clan henchmen. You have my gratitude. I'm glad that we could provide them some help.
당연하지. 내
Would
나침반이
have preferred health. The civilians, freed from the threat of the Kurokumo clan, each bowed to us and gave us their thanks. But you're not dressed like locals. If you don't mind us prying, who might you be? Say that you're with the Blade lineage. I will use an S check. We're with the Blade lineage. Woo! The civilian immediately kneeled before us and bowed profusely. Their voices trembled as they plead. We're sorry. We're so sorry. Please have mercy. Don't kill us. In a flustered attempt, Sinclair tries to tell them that we have no cause nor intent to hurt them, but they refuse to listen. Take this at least. They raised their hands with utmost deference. In their hands was what appeared to be a book. Taking a closer look at it, we realized that what they handed us was a filled ledger with black covers. Please forgive us. This is all we have with us at the moment. Try as we might to help them to their feet, their fear has already rooted them firmly to the ground. They don't even dare raise their heads. We have no choice but to leave them as they were. The black ledger.
어라?
First, gain a random ego equal to the number of enemies. If there are 4 or more blade lineage or Kurokomo identities participating in this encounter, gain ego. Ah. Cool. Alright.
검 끝에 바라봐.
I have a Kurokomo clan Hong Lu, but he's not on the field, so.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
I thought the BL and Kuroku had bonuses for event checks from the slots, but it might be a mirror dungeon thing. I have no idea.
이미 도전.
All right. Green, do you stream at all? Are you a streamer, Green?
목을 내놓고 있도록.
Oh, you are, man.
필살의 집념이 담겨 있지. 보았나? 적은 이렇게 진리가졌다. 우리의 확고한 승리가 눈앞에 있다.
Nice. I do stream, but I'm under the weather. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that you are not feeling well. That is the fix. To be sick. So no streams this week. Well, take care of yourself, dude. Get some rest. You're fighting it though. That's the way to do it. Keep them fists up. I guess we'll go here. I have options if I go here.
그대 이 검이 필요하오.
I just hope Sinclair doesn't die. I don't have another 40. I'd have to revive him.
겁이구나.
I use my Kurokomo clan Hong Lu for this passive support for my bleed team. Oh. I should probably pay more attention to support skills, but I don't, so. I like how Sinclair's just there with 12 health. There's like 12 health and a dream, just holding on.
겁이구나.
기세가 수그러지는 군. 반격의 기회다.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
I'm not going to be able to upgrade any ego gifts. I'm going to have to just heal because like my guys are so dead.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
찢어 놓아주마.
Get him, Sinclair. 12 health and a dream. Yes, so you pick an attack and then they just do that attack automatically. And then you can click win rate and it just picks auto skills for you. This must be a tavern. This bar or an inn is bustling, and its patrons are energetically chatting away. They all seem to be in a rather good mood. A trio amongst the crowd is quite boisterously arguing and pointing fingers at each other. No, I don't understand what this is even a matter. I don't understand why this is even a matter of dispute. A blade is a weapon made for cutting, and the right way to use a blade is to slash with it. You don't know what you're talking about. Stab a single point with all your might, and your foe shall surely fall. You're both wrong. Your half-hearted cuts and stabs will do nothing but piss them off. They'll be back on their feet immediately. Smack their skulls with the blunt end, hilt, or the scabbard and knock them down for good. Make them too dazed to get up. The trio appeared to be talking about something pretty serious, so we'd stopped to listen to their debate. They suddenly turned in our direction and called over to us. You there! Your band can clearly handle your weapons. Am I wrong? Answer us, what is the best way to wield your sword? Of course, to slash is the best way to use a blade, is it not? What should I say to that? Is there a full story, or are these just... There's a full story, Green. There's a lot of story here. I will stretch. Thank you, Sammy. Well, we're betting it all on one. Got it. I will hydrate. Thank you, Sammy, so much. Get the rusted hilt for slash. I'm going to do that. Ring saying OP damage and manager Dawn with the ability and power. Ah, got it. Here, here. The loudest one coughs, raising his cup full of liquor. I'm not claiming that other methods are inferior. I'm merely claiming that a blade with a weapon with an edge is made to cut things. The other two nod in reluctant agreement. Well, if you're talking about the blade and the blade part only, sure. I suppose a decapitation is not so different from breaking the skull open. Ha! You made my day, friend. Here, take this. The man who preached the superiority of slash pats you on the back and places something in your hand. The rusted hilt.
어려운 수법은 아니더군.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Well, I guess we'll just go up the middle.
와일드 헌트야.
This is the third game. Yeah, there's a lot of Project Moon, which is the studio, has made a fair few games. Cool. That's cool. Very, very Japanese. Korean. This game is a Korean game.
이미 도달했다.
Which, to be fair, is a easy to make mistake. I've done it. It happens. Yes, this is actually the third game. There is Lobotomy Corp, Library of Ruina, and then this one. You can get a fusion for Kumaken Blitz Ego, but you don't have the core. That's true, I don't. No, you beat the game and then play it again to get a different story. Like, no. No, there's just 3 separate games, and they all apparently tie into each other. No, don't be sorry. This game is very complicated. If I didn't have somebody who, like, taught it to me, I probably would be so lost. It would be crazy how lost I would be if I didn't have, like, a mentor for this game. The dispenser's hum fills the air. It knows what we want. Well, I kind of need to buy this. Otherwise, I'm thinking Sinclair is probably going to be dead. I legitimately can't heal any more than that. Well, you're good. Guess we'll go that route. Oh, I can heal here. Crap. There wasn't a second one on the map. Well, this is gonna be fun. It'll be fine. Guys, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. So that thing behind him is... Indeed. That is the monolith. The artifact must have entered his fathoms of ego the moment it imbued bamboo-headed Kim with strength. Dawn, remember, don't let his sanity decrease. Don't know that I can do that, but we'll try. This manor must be where the Mentor's last protege resided before we departed S-Corp. Ah, such massacre. Mentor, was this carnage the memory that has haunted your dreams? and your waking hours so long. Yet, the death of our dear fellows. Tears began to well up in Ongdu's eyes. By the way, welcome in, Dawn. Ah. Again, something murmurs in my head. Is this bamboo-headed Kim's past? A somber voice, drenched with woe, echoes in my head. For a fleeting moment, I once had this thing people called honor. Vile men, whose hearts are consumed by evil, oft approach virtuous officials to seek harm. Armageddon, just don't use sinking. I technically have Wild Hunt Heathcliff, but that's it. And I consider it an honorable deed to be a protector of the virtuous, to hew those that sought harm against them. Yet, to be virtuous in a world of the vicious was to be prey to their merciless world. And before such overwhelming might of the vicious, the irrevocably corrupt officials, my strength was inconsequential. I had little choice but to leave S-Corp, cradling my broken spirit alongside my fellow. I have left my scarred honor behind at the land of my failure. We became vagabonds, lost, wandering, wary, aimless drifters without a place to call their home. Even their faith in my decision to leave began to crumble piece by piece. So did my faith in myself. I began to fall apart. I have already failed once. What's there to say when I'm not failing my dear fellows once again? That I'm not failing my dear fellows once again. The least I could do is to help them lead a stable life. Yet, that invitation I received only led them to their demise. In the end, I failed my mission. I failed my honor. I failed my dear fellows. Again, I am returned to the land of my failure. The voice continued to murmur, but it had devolved into nothing but a low growl, a quiet and incoherent rumbling. I can't help but feel a bit sympathetic at his suffocatingly painful past. But that's exactly why we had to face him, free him from this distortion. Guys, we're putting an end to this. Right here, right now. Yes, it appears that we have no choice. Engdu's grown far too agitated to function properly in this battle. It's all up to us now. Not like she was helping in any other battle. Oh, he's too slow for all that.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
이 작살은 필살의 집념이.
How you get less ego while in a dungeon, eyes? Listen, I have no ego at all, to be honest there. Suize? I'm pronouncing that wrong. Welcome in. The reason I get less is because I'm just that lucky. Welcome in. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm at the end. I'm claiming bones. Bones are being claimed. Is that everything? It is. Can I can. Okay, let's mount up. He's at 45. He's at 45 sanity, so I can mount up and burn through it and gain some Doulahan. Are you a Limbus fan there, hey? EA? I don't know how I don't know how to pronounce that. So you'll have to tell me what you want to be called, dude. Yeah, I'm in Kanto 7 dungeon. Nice.
나를 보호해라.
도록 달릴 시간이다.
총원 불격.
I am this is as far as I have gotten. Have you played any of the other games? Suize? I'm gonna say Suize. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. You played like Library of Ruin or anything like that? I read the lore so far. I haven't tried the game. Oh, okay. You haven't tried the game. I bought it. I'm gonna play it after I catch up with this game. Not win rate. Damage time. Random, don't be disappointed in people. There's nothing wrong with people, you know, reading through the lore. It is perfectly fine and acceptable to do that. You read the lore without playing the game. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to play every single game. Who do you target? Zoom out, please. Thank you. I don't have enough for that. Can I tank that? I legitimately can't do... Well, I guess I'm gonna have to try to do that. Hopefully I can kill him before then, but we'll get there. I should be able to kill him before it becomes an issue here, I think. Anyways, well, Purge just made me want for 10k lunacy to 500. Oh, yeah. That'll happen. Yeah, I won. Sometimes I read movie plots before. That's true. I've been known to do that. After Kanto 6 after this. Woo, that's true. It won't be tonight, though. Ah, the dungeon. After a grueling battle, and as we finally managed to drag bamboo-hatted Kim to his knees, like a mirage, the fathoms of ego began to fall apart. The monolith had already left the fathoms of ego and was back at the center of the office. Also use Wild Hunt through the... I was planning on it. Wild Hunt is a good ego. Or a good, not ego, a good ID, so... Just as the office began to resemble the one we had walked into, the radio I carried began to buzz again. Hiya! Can you hear me? If you do, give me a tick-tock! Tick-tock. Very funny, Dante. You know we just barely survived a deadly encounter, right? Not really. Well, she asked me to. Perfect. We really don't have much time left, since it looks like the monolith's briefly stabilized. Let me teach you how to lock it down. Don't take too long, or that distortion is going to turn into an abnormality. Follow my instructions to the T and don't lag behind. It's all about precision and speed. She seems awfully cheerful for how dire the situation is. I followed the radio's instructions and reached out to the monolith with my palms. Oh, some light came out of it when I reached out with my fingers. Should I tell you the challenging levels of Canto 6 so the 5th happens? I don't know. The voice coming from the radio was pretty nonchalant about it all, but it almost sounded like she could see exactly what I was looking at. Right, straight down from there. Yep, you're doing good. Now move left. Take it slow now. I couldn't help but wonder if I was doing this right, but I still followed her directions and drew a trail of light with my hands over the monolith. Mentor! The shimmering black tendrils began to withdraw from bamboo-hatted Kim's body. Maybe the distortion is withdrawing too. Wild Hunt does have special end stage similar to Abraham in the... Oh. Well, yeah, I know. I heard that. I was planning on using it. Good work. Good. Detective, the levels are stable. Detective, the levels are stabilizing. I can't seem to stop calling you Detective, huh? Sorry, old habits die hard, you know. Sounds like she's reporting to someone else on the other side of this communication. Good work, bus dudes. The LCA will be there in a minute, so just sit tight. LCA? Not the rude after team lady from earlier? Well, anyways, thanks for the assist. Everyone, LCD Distortion Task Force Urza, over and out. Unbreakable coins ruin your life. They do seem to be quite strong. The radio shut off before any of us had the chance to say anything again. And not 5 seconds later... my, they're really piling in, huh? LCA, the Special Operations Unit. Orders. Commencing secured item retrieval. Right, the item is... Custody target T2276 confirmed and secured. Well, looks like our job is done here. I didn't even have to say anything, not that they could hear me anyways, before the uniformed troops marched in and started attaching various tools to the monolith. Took me 5 tries to pass her. I don't want to fight the trio, bro. P-Quad Trio PTSD. I beat them. Took me a couple tries, but I beat them. I made him cry. I made him cry and weep. Trouble. T276-01 unconfirmed. Requesting location. What are you blathering about? Rewording. Where is the distorted individual? I am aware of whom you seek. He sits next to the monolith. Huh? Where hast he gone? The individual by the name Angdu dragged him behind the sofa. Approximate time events 3 minutes ago. Didn't I ask you to tell us if you noticed something important going on in the background? I will make an immediate report should an identical event occur. That's when I noticed that the LCA agents were growing visibly uneasy. Alert. Abnormal reaction detected from an entity in T-267-01's proximity. Okay, I used to hate P-Quad Trio before I discovered that you could kind of make them taste their own medicine with P-Quad. That's true. Well, there is a welcome back meme for a reason. True. They were weaker, so it's fine. Apparently they've been nerfed quite a bit since they debuted the P-Quad Trio. And that's when an agent ran over and kicked over the sofa. Miss Angdu. There was Angdu, her arms tightly wrapped around bamboo-hatted Kim. Her hand holding a blade that dug deep into her mentor's flesh. I know none of your painful past. I cannot possibly know in detail what you have gone through. But That cannot be a just reason, an excuse for cutting down your very own fellows. I'm planning on maxing out my P-Quad Heathcliff and then going into the dungeon. Do it. Misang do. That man was not himself. If the blade has consumed my mentor, turned him into a fiend, then I will end him myself. It has to be me. No, not at all. It's all excuses. That's all it is. If Mentor didn't bring some odd invitation to us, if he hadn't caused us to flee S-Corp, our home to begin with. Oh, yes, I hear you. Your voice is finally growing clearer. Mutation. Distortion of the subject's entity confirmed. Suspicion. Phase 1 of the monolith reactivation process may have been engaged. We can't just let her be. She's going to distort. Mersalt. Knock Miss Angdu out. Mersalt struck Angdu hard before the LCA agent even had a chance to do anything. Stabilized. Distortion nullified by the subject's loss of consciousness. Stab wound confirmed on subject T276-01. Wound not critical. Will not pose challenge to retrieval and recovery. I have carried out the task as you have ordered. Thank you. Ooh, what just happened? Like Eddie Dawn with evade for Manager Dawn. Was that caused by the monolith's influence too? A plausible explanation. The monolith was properly sealed, but his lingering influence seemed to have seeped into her. Oh, hey, the levels went bonkers over there just now. The radio began buzzing all on its own again. Requesting radio, I will receive LCD's message. Okay. Acknowledged. Please speak. Huh, oh, you're LCA? Alright then, I'm Urza from LCD. Nice to... Acknowledged. Commencing sitrep. Suize can borrow my level 55 Pequot Heathcliff if you want. Yeah, we can do some friend list stuff when this gets over. Let me get done with this. You know what? You're not the only one who knows how to cut people off. I already got your sitrep, okay? I don't need it. There are 2 people there, right? Just bring them both over here. Negative. Exact orders state that retrieval targets are to be... Come on, loosen up some, huh? Concern. The monolith alone will be a difficult subject to contain. Aw, that's okay. Our very own LCD team leader said she'll take care of it. Besides, that monolith, Detective and I have successfully retrieved that before. And considering that the 2 of them are both returnees from the library, considering that the 2 of them have both been pulled from the edge of distortion, it'll definitely help us with our records, don't you know? Understood. However, what the hell, are you kidnapping them for some dodgy human experiment or something? Okay, so I know there's been some scary rumors of kidnapping in Team T-Corp, but what we're doing here is completely unrelated, alright? I'd appreciate it if you didn't compare us to the likes of those backstreet rumors. Sure, you guys can leave them there, but if we don't take them in, they'll distort and get killed. And who knows, the Kurokuma clan or even the Thumb could catch wind of this and pick them up instead. I suppose you're right. Anyways, make sure to bring them in. Both of them, okay? Acknowledged. Retrieving now. The call dropped. The agents swarmed around the pair, found them, and disappeared out the door. All of it was done in one fluid practice motion. I don't know when it happened, but they'd already retrieved the monolith when the LCA agent picked up LCD's call. Right, so, mission accomplished, huh? I guess so. Warning. Recommended action for the manager. Immediate extraction from the scene. Imminent arrival of the Thumb. Highly likely. I don't think I can copy. Suize, this is Ilan's friend ID in Limbus. You can add them, and then you can use their ID if you want. So after the middle is the thumb. Ha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on their stuck-up faces. Jay, whatever you do, do not clash with the NV. Yeah. Can we start own level? And no, it's been 3 hours. I'm still exhausted. I think he's telling us to get out of here before the thumb catches us red-handed. Stretch, I will stretch, Sammy. Correction, Limbus Company was already on a crash course against the thumb the moment we commenced this mission. I will hydrate, Sammy. That makes sense. It'll only be a matter of time before they put the pieces together and realize that we're involved in what happened. Are you sure that we can handle not only the middle, but also the thumb? Irrelevant. A foe is a friend, and a friend is a foe for Limbus Company. Delayed. Extracting scene first. With that cryptic message, the LCA agent quickly withdrew from the scene. He knows something, but won't tell us what it is. At least that's what the impression I got from the way he spoke. I came to meet so many departments of the company in such quick succession. The LCA, the LCD, the LCCA. An old question arose once again, something I'd forgotten, as we kept ourselves busy with the missions we've carried out so far. I don't really know much about this company I'm working for. And there's this mysterious Herman, and an equally puzzling Damien. Maybe, in the grand scheme of things, I really don't know anything. Maybe what I know amounts to nothing, more than a pinch of knowledge available to the powers that be. I thought we were pretty deep in our journey, but I was starting to feel that, in the far future, if I were to look back on the records of this journey, we wouldn't even be 10 pages into the book. I began walking back to the bus with the sinners, my head further mired in confusion. Ooh, we ran into a lot of people in such a short time, huh? Well, I'm pretty happy that I got to know more about the workings of this company. Once we returned to the bus, the sinners each began chatting away about what had just happened. I wonder what's going to happen to Angdu or Bamboo Hatchet Kim. That does not appear to be information we are privy to. Though, we are all working under the same company. All that the LCD shared with us was the name of our contact, Urza. Then, is Limbus Company truly kidnapping people for human experiment? You don't just start experimenting on humans like that. It's not something that just happens. Remember what the LCD woman said? Rumors are just that. Rumors. Gregor furrowed his brow as though some unpleasant memories from the past began flooding in. He dug into his pockets for a cigarette. There's LCD, but LCA just seems really out of place. Even when compared to the other departments, it's like they're from a completely different company. You're a Hung Lu fan? DT's gonna like you. As we made our way back to the bus, I slowly began to organize my thoughts on everything that happened. I did know that it wasn't the most productive thing for me to do. Faust, you're not going to answer any of my questions, are you? I apologize. At the present moment, it is difficult for me to disclose any information that does not concern the LCB department. It's like impatience is a prerequisite for boarding this bus, manager or sinner. Virgilius sighed as he muttered. He must have seen me burying my clock head in my palms. Your journey will inevitably lead to the answers to all of your questions, Dante. Just follow the path and it shall all be revealed. You have no reason to rush. Besides, Virgilius's gaze fixed for a brief moment slightly above my head. I wonder if he's looking at my flame. It's nothing. Perhaps your impatience is rubbing off on me. I suppose I should find out along the way as well. Shall find out. Yep. Virgilius scoffed, muttering something incomprehensible to himself, then turned away from me. It was clear that he had no intention of continuing this exchange. Let's go, Karen. I won't read it. I won't read DT's lines. You gotta read it yourself. DT's not here to do it. You gotta do it yourself. The famous heights of T-Corp. Ellipses in British. So, the bus took off once again, sometimes bustling, sometimes dead silent. Hey, we yielded flesh and we claimed bones.
제 기존 검술보다 한층 더 향상된 기술을 쓸 수 있었다고 생각합니다.
Yay! Okay, with that done, I can do this and finish my dailies. Ouch. Okay, for those of you who are new, this is my friend ID right here. You can add me. Not that I have much in the way of a decent company. I still have stuff I'm working on in it, but I have a few. That's going to be it for me. Is there anyone live? There's nobody live on Twitch as far as I can see. There is not. Okay, that's going to be it for me, guys. I really appreciate you hanging out. Suize, thank you for swinging through and saying hi. Siren, good to see you. Thank you for watching, Siren. Wonderful to see you as always. I will be live tomorrow with GTFO, with Block Butter, Death to Fools, and Big Hoss. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, whatever you want to do. No, thank you guys for watching. See you, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for following, my guy. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow for some GTFO. Green Leader, thank you for watching. Armageddon, snooze, that is what I'm going to do. I got a little bit of work to do, and then I'm going to go to bed. Illent, Hod, Flare, Dawn, Darbus, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys hanging out, watching, chilling with me. It means a lot. But that's going to be it for me. I'm going to head out, and I will see you tomorrow at around 7 p.m. CST. I'm also going to be live on Thursday playing Marvel Rivals with Melly, and then I play D&D on Fridays. So hopefully if that sounds cool, hopefully I'll see you guys. So that's going to be it. As always, I am Jay, and you are adorable. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Sleep well. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.